In this section, you learn about sphere. Now, sphere, you know what is a sphere? It is a solid. By definition, it is told that it is a solid obtained by revolving a circle about any of its diameter. You know, and otherwise also you know what is a sphere is. Now, suppose r is the radius of the sphere. Then two formulas we have to learn. First is volume of the sphere. Volume is 4 by 3 pi r cube, where r is the radius of the sphere, and the total surface area of the sphere is 4 pi r square. Two formula you have to learn, the volume and the total surface area above the sphere. Now you have to learn what is a spherical shell is. Spherical shell means it is the in between two concentric spheres you get a solid. A solid enclosed between two spherical or concentric spheres is called a spherical shell. Now the volume of that also. What is the volume of the spherical shell? The volume is equal to 4 by 3 into pi capital R cube minus small r cube, where capital R is the radius of the outer sphere and R is the radius of the inner sphere. So these two things you have to keep in your mind. Now hemisphere. What do you understand by hemisphere? Hemisphere means half of the sphere. Okay, you can imagine a solid hemisphere. So the volume, it is just half of the sphere. The volume will be half of that of the sphere. You know, half of sphere, what is the volume? 4 by 3 pi r cube. So it is 4 by 3, or 2 I can get cancelled here. 2 by 3 pi r cube is the volume of the hemisphere. Now what is the total surface area of the hemisphere? See, if you imagine, you can see the half part, it is the curved surface area half part, and the top surface, it is that of the circle pi r square. So half of the hemisphere sphere means it is 4 pi r square by 2, it is 2 pi r square plus the top surface pi r square. So you have total surface area is 3 pi r square. It is that of the hemisphere, it is 3 pi r square. So only these many formulas we have to learn. That of the sphere, that is the hemisphere, that of the spherical shape. Now we will go straight away to your problems. Exercise 20C. Second one. The volume of the sphere is 38,808. Volume is given 38,808 centimeter cube. Find its diameter. So question is, diameter is how much and surface area or total surface area is equal to how much? The total surface and find the surface area. Okay, so now what is given? The volume is given. You are asked to find the diameter. So you have to get the radius, then only you can find twice the radius of diameter. Now let's see, what is the volume? Volume of the sphere formula you have to know. It is 4 by 3 pi r cube. Is it clear? 4 by 3 pi r cube. That is 4 by 3 pi r cube is given as 38,808. Implies r cube is equal to 38,808 into 3 divided by 4 pi. I am writing pi as 22 into 7. Now see, 11 will go here twice. 11 will go here 3 times, 33, then 58 5 times, then 3 here 30 twice, 22, balance 8 times. Okay, now 4 will go here, 8 4s are 32, balance 3, 8 balance 3, 4 will go 8 4s are 32 and 4 2s are 8. Now 2 will get cancelled, it is 441. So I can write it as 441 into 3 into 7. Children, R cube is that you don't go for multiplication and then find the square root. It is difficult. So to Take your time to reduce the consumption of time. You can write for 441, we know it is 21 square. 21 into 21, 3 multiplied by 7, or 21 into 21 into 21. So r cube is equal to this. So what is r? Cube root of r is equal to cube root of r, which is equal to cube root of 21 into 21 into 21. The answer is 21. Okay, but what is asked? Diameter. So diameter is twice r, is equal to 2 into 21 is equal to 42 centimeters. So diameter you got 42 centimeters. R is equal to cube root of r cube. Okay, r cube you get 42. Now diameter you got 42. Hope you will be copying it down. The exercise problems hope you will be doing. Can copy this. Okay. Now d is equal to diameter. Now what is total surface area? So you got r is equal to 21 centimeter. Let it be there. Now what you are asked to find out? Total surface area. What is PSA? Total surface area of the sphere is 4 pi r square. It is 4 into, what is pi? 22 by 7. R square means r into r. 21 into 21. 3 will go here, 7 will go here 3 times. Then 88 into 63. We have to multiply 88 into 63. 8 3 is 24, balance to 24, 26, 48, 48 and 52. So the answer is 5544 unit, you have to write centimeter square. See the first question. The surface area of the sphere is 2464 centimeters square. What do you understand by surface area of the sphere? It is 4 pi r square. So you have to write 4 pi r square is equal to 2464. Now question is find its volume. Volume is what? 4 by 3 pi r cube. So from the first equation, 4 pi r square is equal to 2464. You find what is r. Then you substitute for r in 4 by 3 pi r cube. You will get the volume. Now third one. A spherical ball of lead has been melted and made into identical smaller balls with radius equal to half the radius of the original ball. How many such balls can be made? So melting and recasting, you have to understand the volumes remains the same. A very important concept which you have to understand. Melting and recasting means the volume remains the same. Now what is the volume? A spherical ball of lead has been melted and made into identical smaller ball. So let capital R be the radius of the bigger ball and small r be the radius of the smaller ball. So what is given? The smaller balls have radius equal to half the radius of the origin. So small r is equal to capital R by 2. Right? So you can take capital R. The other one is R and R by 2. How many such balls can be made? So let n be the number of small balls. So volume of the bigger ball is equal to n times volume of the smaller balls. From that you can find out what is the number of balls. See, it's the how many balls each of radius 1 can be made by melting a bigger ball whose diameter is given there. So radius is what? Half of 8, that is 4. So that is 4 is the radius of the bigger ball. So its volume is what? 4 by 3 pi into its radius cube. That is what? 2 cube. It is equal to how many balls? Let it be n number of balls. N into volume of 1 ball. Now, 8 metallic, same type of question. That's why one of the question I will be doing. Okay. 8 metallic spheres, each of radius 2 mm, are melted and recast into a single sphere. Calculate the radius of the new sphere. In all the cases, it is volume of the bigger ball or the volume of the bigger ball or sphere equal to n, if it is n number of balls are made, small balls are made, n into volume of smaller balls. So volume of the bigger ball is what? 4 by 3 pi into capital R cube. Here n into 4 by 3 pi. If small r is the radius of the small ball, you can equate like this. Okay? And then you can do the problems from 1 to 5, you can do like that. The solid sphere and solid hemisphere have the same total surface area. What is the solid sphere total surface area? 4 pi r square. And solid hemisphere, what is the total surface area of the hemisphere? It is 3 pi r square. But radius will be the same, different. Radius may not be the same. Find the ratio between your volumes. Okay, we'll do that. 10th question. A solid sphere and a solid hemisphere have the same total surface area. Find the ratio between the volumes. Okay. Solid sphere and solid hemisphere have the same total surface area. Suppose capital R be the radius of the solid sphere, and small r be the radius of the hemisphere. Now it is told both have the same total surface area. That is, total surface area of the sphere is same as total surface area of the hemisphere. Now what is the total surface area of the sphere? It is 4 pi r square is equal to total surface area of the hemisphere. You have learned it is 3 pi r square. It is smaller. So pi I can get cancelled. I get 4r square is equal to 3 into small r square. Equation number 1, let it be there. Now what is asked? Find the ratio between your volumes. Now what is the volume of the sphere? Ratio between the volume of the sphere and volume of hemisphere. What is the volume of the sphere? It is 4 by 3 pi capital R cube divided by, what is volume of hemisphere? It is half of that. So it is 2 by 3 pi small r cube. Now see, pi and pi by 3, pi by 3 again cancel, or it is 2 will go here twice. 2 capital R cube by small r cube. Or I can write it as 2 into capital R by small r whole cube. Now what is capital R by small r? From here, equation number 1 I have, I'll write it here. From equation number 1, what is r square by r square? R square by r square is 3 by 4. Or r by r square is equal to 3 by 4. Or r by r is equal to root 3 by 2. Right? Now, so 2 into, what is r by r? 2 into, it is root 3 by 2 whole cube. Now, what is root 3 by 2 whole cube? It is 2 into, root 3 cube is what? Root 3 into root 3 into root 3. That is, root 3 into root 3 is 3. 3 root 3 divided by, what is 2 cube? It is 8. So, I can cancel here. It is 3 root 3 by 4. So the ratio you have to write it as, answer is, it should be written in this form, ratio is 3 root 3 is to 4. The answer should be written as 3 root 3 is to 4.